You don't see this comparison very often. Let's compare 1964 and 2020. Because as you can see, it wasn't that the entire nation got redder. 402 electoral votes got redder, 136 got bluer, and there was some flips. We're going to discuss this. So, as you can see, about half the country shifted solid Republican, which was Republican by more than 15%. Two states, well, actually one state in a federal district, swung left by more than 15%. DC swung Democrat by 15.8%. It was actually only about a 71% Democratic victory in 1864, and Democrats would carry it by I think 86% in 2020 or 87%. In Mississippi, it was a 57.7% swing because when Barry Goldwater won the state by about 80 when I said 74%, yeah, that ain't happening in 2020. Hate to say it. Um, we're not so Now the thing is that as you can see, some states only barely swung Republican. Like Louisiana swung to the right by 5%, Illinois by 2%, and Delaware by 3.2%. Some states also swung a bit less to the right, like New York by 14.1%, North Carolina was 13.6, Florida was 5.7, New Mexico was 8.2, 9.6 for Colorado, 14.8 for Nevada, 11.7 for Oregon, 5.4 for Washington. Fun fact: Washington was actually the tipping point state in 1964, where it voted Democrat by about 24.1%, but it wouldn't become that much bluer in time for 2020. Now, some states did get bluer, and there were some flips. So we're going to look at the states that got bluer. Mississippi did not swing enough to flip due to the sheer margin of victory back in 1964. Alabama, 13.4%, also not enough for it to even come anywhere close to flipping. South Carolina was also relatively safe for Trump despite swinging 6.1% due to the overwhelming margins. Vermont was already Democrat beforehand, but would swing 2.8% further blue. Virginia swung 2.8% further blue, voting blue in both elections. And actually, as a matter of fact, 2020 was the bluest Virginia was since 1944. Maryland, 2.3% Democrat, but it was already safe Democrat beforehand. But in California, 10.8% Democrat, but it's already safe Democrat in 1964. It's just that now it would vote Democrat by about 30%. Which actually it was over the 30% threshold in 2016. Guys doing more politics videos that focus just on stats. I'm not going to get into the crazy political gore of the country. I'm just going to focus straight on the facts. But Arizona, 1.3% swing. It doesn't sound like a state that would jump at you as a flip, but given how Goldwater only won it by 1% and Biden by only 0.3%, given how it went from tilt Republican to tilt Democrat, it flipped. Georgia, 8.5%. Well, Barry Goldwater only won it by 8.3, so this means that Biden actually won it by 0.2. So I think Arizona and Georgia flipped blue. I believe all the other flips were Republican flips. Like for example, they picked up Ohio, they picked up Iowa, they picked up Missouri, they picked up Arkansas and Tennessee and Kentucky, they picked up West Virginia, they picked up Utah, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, um, Kansas, uh, Oklahoma, Texas. I mean, you just look at all these pickups that they made. Indiana was a Republican pickup. So yeah, that's about all we have with that. Oh my god, and I forgot Alaska was a Republican pickup. Alaska was a Republican pickup. Hawaii, not so much. Goodbye.